Pit strategy got Ryan Blaney an early lead last night, and this time, nothing catastrophic would come along and ruin it for him. Picking Blaney was definitely the right choice for Mom. My choice got mired mid-pack last night thanks to the Stage 2 chaos. We'll talk about how those points played out. I have a new segment coming up for our Monday night recap videos that's going to get you guys involved and give you all a voice. Find out what I'm doing with that and more next on Racin-n-Braisin. Well, hi folks, welcome back to Racin-n-Braisin. I am CJ. It is Monday night, and I do want to thank you guys for joining me once again for another recap video. This time we're going to touch on what happened in Nashville last night. We'll also talk about how those picks played out for me, and yes, I am going to introduce a new segment here tonight. Let's dive right on into the race. Yes, Ryan Blaney got himself a victory last night, first of the season. The 12 team played the right pit strategy and played it early. In Stage 1, they were one of the few cars to run long on the green flag cycle. That ended up netting them 7 extra positions when all was told and done at the end of Stage 1. And then they doubled up and went 2 tires on the Stage 1 brake pit stops, which got them the lead and ultimately got them control through the rest of the race. This time, nothing major happened to ruin his night. He had the fastest car and got the clean air and stayed out there. Always like seeing Ryan Blaney win, even though it cost me in points. The top 3 battles at the end of Stage 1 and end of Stage 2 were fantastic last night, along with all of the racing throughout the race last night. In particular, those battles for the lead at the end of Stage 1 and Stage 2 were awesome. Stage 1 had the 11, the 45, the 24, and the 19 all battling together. It's at least 15 to 20 laps worth of time there towards the end. And then at the end of Stage 2, it was the 11, the 12, and the 24 all battling together. That was an excellent battle as well. The restarts were wild last night. You forget how tight and narrow Nashville really is because we haven't been going there for long. Since we're only going there once a year, it's not really ingrained in my memory as far as a NASCAR fan goes. When they were getting 4, almost 5 wide on those restarts last night, it was pretty wild to watch. Definitely wondering if they were going to make it through a lot of those situations. As we saw in Stage 2 last night, there were several instances where they did not make it through on restarts. Some major hits last night in the Stage 2 cautions. The 48, the 4 had heavy damage in one of them. The 47 got spun off the nose of Hocevar. Sustained pretty heavy damage. They tried to keep it going, but ultimately that ended his night. His comments about speaking with Hocevar after the race were quite funny. He was mentioning how he wouldn't be talking to him at the track because of how expensive that would be. Yeah, well, we know Stenhouse has definitely been hit hard in the wallet. And then Corey Heim last night cleared himself across the nose of Brad Keselowski going down the front stretch. That was a pretty big hit last night. Went for quite the ride down the front stretch. And then, of course, Ryan Preece went and spun himself out on his own. That was our last caution early in Stage 3. Stage 3 went 102 laps without a caution and ran to the end. And speaking of, did you all catch with about 70 laps to go on the scoring pylon? Prime showed that they were going to go commercial free through the checkered flag. How awesome is that? When's the last time we've seen a TV broadcast do something like that? We hear about it on the radio often. They'll tell us with like 30 laps to go or something like that they're going to go commercial free until the end. We never see that with TV, so that was awesome. So let's talk about how the picks played out. Blaney got the win, so that meant Mom only had 1 point added to her total last night. I had picked Chase Elliott, and Elliott was running towards the front in Stage 1. I think he finished 6th in Stage 1. In Stage 2, he just kind of was around the messes that were occurring, which kept moving him back. He was even avoiding one of the wrecks last night that cost him quite a few spots. Ended up putting him down in the mid to lower teen area, and ultimately he just was not able to recover from that. Passing was difficult for a lot of people, but I felt like there was also an equal amount of cars that were able to pass last night. Unfortunately for me, Chase Elliott was not one of them, ends up finishing 15th, now bumping my total up to 205, and now a difference of 37 points behind Mom in our competition. Even though she is now across seas, she is still kicking my butt. Michigan is up next, and I have got first pick next week, so I really need to be paying attention to practice and making a strong pick. Just goes to show, even when you feel like you've got a safe pick in the bed, you can never tell what's going to happen any given Sunday in NASCAR. Okay, guys, time to launch a new segment for us for Monday nights. Are you ready for it? Okay, guys, here's our new segment. This is going to be thumbs up or thumbs down, and we're going to be doing this every Monday night during our recap of the weekend's race. I'm going to give a thumbs up or thumbs down of what I thought of the race from the week, and I am going to encourage you guys to also give a thumbs up or thumbs down in the comments below and leave one or two reasons as to why you were swayed. Now, what I'm ultimately going to do with that is tally them up for each week, of course, and give you guys the results of that in the Thursday preview video for the next race. And I'll be keeping tabs of the total throughout the season. At the end of the year, we'll tally all of that up and determine through the number of thumbs ups and the number of thumbs downs whether it was a good season. Hopefully I can get you guys on board with this, and we can start a good way to have all of us interacting together. So let's start the first one off with Nashville, and I am going to give that a thumbs up. That's right. I thought it was a good race. The restarts were wild. There was passing all throughout the race, and Prime did an excellent job covering a lot of the action. Even though there was action at the front of the pack last night, they still found ways to show us action all throughout. Prime is just absolutely crushing the broadcast right now. We're getting treated to some good stuff. I hope the other broadcast teams are paying attention, and we can get a little more of this going forward. Like I said before, anytime Ryan Blaney wins, that's going to be good in my book. So it's ultimately going to give this a second secret thumbs up out of me, because I can do that. I'm the creator. All right, guys, let me know in the comments below a thumbs up and give a put a thumbs up or a thumbs down and give a reason or two as to why you were swayed that way. And like I said, I'll give tallies on the Thursday preview video, and we'll keep track of this throughout the year to determine whether this was a thumbs up or thumbs down kind of season. All right, guys. Well, I do want to thank you all for joining me here on another edition of Racin-n-Braisin. I hope all of you have had an opportunity to watch the hot chicken sandwich video that I put together. If you do get a chance to try it for yourself at home, I'm encouraging y'all to take a picture of it and post it to my Racin-n-Braisin Facebook page. That way I can grab that picture and be able to share it right here on the YouTube site. A great way for you and I to interact and share what we are doing in the kitchen together. Any one of those cooking how-to videos, if you take a picture of it, I'll be sure to post it here. Well, Michigan is next week, and I am already thinking about what's going to be on my menu. I was looking at what Michigan is known for as far as food. Of course, the first thing that pops to our mind is the Detroit-style pizza with that crispy, buttery crust and the toppings on top. I also did a little bit of research and discovered that the region that the racetrack is in is also known for coney dogs. So let me know in the comments below. Would you rather see a how-to video on Detroit-style pizza at home, or how to make a perfect coney dog? Let me know in the comments below. That's all I've got for you guys here on this Monday edition of Racin-n-Braisin. I hope you all have yourselves a great week and stay happy. Thanks, guys. Bye.